Hello everyone, my name is Spoonmuppet and welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching you even more about flying machines, as this is my flying machine guide part 2. In my last video I explained a lot about starting off with flying machines. In this video it's going to be a little bit more complicated, so prepare yourselves. If you haven't seen the last video, I do recommend watching it. A link to it will be in the iCard right now. So let's get on with it. So first of all, I'm going to be teaching you how to build a giant flying piston wall in Minecraft. So the giant flying piston wall looks like this. So as you can see, if we activate this thing just like that, the entire thing will move forward like so. And what's pretty cool about this is that you can put whatever structure you want on the front of this thing, like moving houses. To stop it, all you have to do is just place an obsidian right here and the flying machine will come to a stop as soon as it hits it. So I'm just going to do a little example here. You can build out as much as you want, up to 12 blocks, as that is the piston push limit. So as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just like that. And now, as you can see, because there are so many pistons on that wall, you can actually turn this into an entire floor just like this. Of course, do remember that everything you build in here has to be a solid block, or otherwise it will all just collapse against the piston wall. So what I like to do is include open fence gates. As you can walk through them, they have no hitbox but still count as a full block to everything else, and this will allow you to place blocks further away from the pistons if you would like to. So I'm just going to make this little moving structure here just like that, and then once you activate this thing, the entire structure will be able to move forward just like this. And as you can see, we can go and we can stand on this floor and we can move along with our giant flying piston wall. Pretty cool, right? So let's get on with how to build this thing. First things first, you build up quite high just so that you've got enough room to work with your flying machine. You also want to give it room to move into as well, so I wouldn't build it in front of any mountains or anything like that, or otherwise it will just crash into them. So first what you want to do is just place 2 slime blocks adjacent to each other like that. Then what you want to do is place a regular piston in the direction that you want your flying machine to go, and then a sticky piston facing in the opposite direction. Then what you want to do is place a temporary block here, and then 2 observers, one facing down into this slime block and one facing down into this slime block just like that, and now remove that temporary block. Now you want to find your regular piston, so this one here, the one that's going in the direction that you want the flying machine to go, and then you want to place a regular block there like so, and then an observer and a piston there just like that. Next what you want to do is place a pillar block and then a slime block there like that, and then you want to just go 1, 2 off in this direction, and then 1, 2, 3 off in this direction. Once you've done that, just place an observer there and an observer there, and then a piston there and a piston there like that. Next what you want to do is place a pillar block there and then a slime block just like that, and then 1, 2 blocks in this direction and then 1 block in that direction there like that. Then what you want to do is place a pillar block and then a honey block, and then just 1, 2 in this direction and then 1 in this direction just like that. So you should have something that looks like this. Next what you want to do is place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 observers there, and then 8 pistons here. Next what you want to do is just place slime block, honey block, slime block, honey block, slime block, honey block, all the way to the end. Then you just want to place 1, 2 and 3 more slime blocks there, 1, 2, 3 more honey blocks, and just do this all the way to the end. Next what I want to do is just cover this entire wall with observers like so, and then just cover the entire wall of observers with pistons. And that is your giant flying piston wall done. So if you want to test this thing, everything has to be 1 block away from all of these pistons when you're building your structure, or otherwise this will not be able to move as it will exceed the piston push limit. So everything you build has to be 1 block away here, just like this. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to build a concrete box. I'm going to make it 4 by 4 by 4, just like this. So now my solid concrete block is in place. Now all I need to do is activate that observer there, and the entire thing will be able to move forward until I choose to stop it by placing an obsidian right there, just like that. And that is your piston wall done. Now I'm going to explain this in a little bit more detail so you understand how it works. This right here is the motor that powers the whole thing. This flying machine here pushes this section here across, this piston, observer and regular block. section here. When this moves forward, this observer will update, causing this piston to fire. When that piston fires, it will move along this bracket here. The difference between this bracket and that bracket is that this one of course has 2 pistons, therefore allowing this bracket in total to push 24 blocks. So each piston here, as you can see, is pushing 12 blocks just like that. This is because honey blocks and slime blocks do not stick to each other. Then, when all of this gets pushed forward, each observer will fire, causing each piston to fire. Each piston is pushing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blocks there like so, which is the piston push limit. But every single time one of these sections moves forward, the observers will activate and then that will cause the pistons to fire. Meaning that when you have slime blocks and honey blocks alternating, you can actually build some enormous piston walls just like this. You can extend the size of this flying machine by including some larger brackets into your flying machine, however this will get quite big quite quickly, so be careful when it comes to lag. You can also double the height of this thing by simply alternating the honey blocks and the slime blocks further up like this, so you have them changing every 4, and then you can quite simply just add a section to one of these modules here that causes another piston wall to be pushed on top, but you can make them attached to the same flying machine. Basically the piston wall can be as big as you want. Now I'm going to use a similar mechanic and I'm going to show you how to build an infinitely expandable tunnel bore in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So a tunnel bore is a machine that launches TNT, and that TNT will explode at the perfect time to tunnel through a wall just like that. This is the most efficient way to mine in Minecraft as it covers the most blocks per second. How you use it is, of course, you activate this fence gate here, the entire thing will move forward by 1 block, the TNT will launch, and then it will explode the wall in front here, allowing you to look for any diamonds and mine them, and then you can come back to here and activate it again. Now, as you can see, the infinitely expandable section here comes back by 1 block as it uses the same mechanic as our piston wall over there. Only this time it uses a sticky piston to do it and not a regular piston like that does. As you can see, every single time this thing moves forward, these other sections here get dragged back afterwards, just like that. Now, this means that you can add more to the piston push limit, so we could actually infinitely expand this as much as we want to, because if we were to add another sticky piston here, and then a block to the side just like that, and then an observer facing into that piston, this piston could then carry another load of blocks here, up to 12 in fact. So now if we activate this fence gate, all of this will move round just like it normally does, but that will get dragged along with it, just like that. And this means that we can add as many modules to this infinitely expandable tunnel bore as we want. So let's get on with how to build it. Now, I haven't actually uploaded a tutorial for this yet to YouTube on its own, as this is a new design that incorporates a different style of buffer circuit into the back, but I will be doing a tutorial on it soon on its own, but for now this is the only place where you will get to know how to build it, so enjoy. So first things first, you want to build up about 5 or 6 blocks just like that. Then what you want to do is have 1 slime block on top of that slime block there, and then 1 slime block adjacent to it, and then another slime block on top just like that. Once you've done that, have an observer facing down here and an observer facing down there just like that, and then a sticky piston facing in the opposite direction to where you want the flying machine to go, and then you want a regular piston facing in the direction that you want the flying machine to go just like that. Then what you want to do is come to the back observer here, so the one on top of the regular piston, and then you want to come in front of it here and place a slime block just like that, and then next to that slime block place a fence gate. It should move forward by 1 block. Next what you want to do is have a pillar block and then another pillar block there like so, and then build out loads of pillar blocks just like that. Then what you want to do is have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 observers facing this direction, and then destroy all of these pillar blocks like so. Once you've done that, just add sticky piston, slime block, sticky piston, slime block all the way to the end of the line. Then once you've done that, add one more sticky piston and one more slime block there like so, and then a slime block off to the side. Once you've done that, what you want to do is place a regular block there like so, and then what you want to do is add an observer and then a regular piston, then a pillar block and then a regular block there, and then an observer and a piston, then a pillar block and a regular block there, and then an observer and a piston, then a pillar block and then a regular block, then a regular block, then a slime block, slime block, slime block, and then what you want to do is place an observer here and an observer here, and then a piston here and a piston here like that. Now, as you can see, if we activate this fence gate, the entire circuit should move round, causing this to move forward like that. Next, what you want to do is place a pillar block, then a regular block in front of both of these, and then two more regular blocks in front of each, and then a slime block on each like that. Then what you want to do is place a slime block on the front of this thing there, and then an observer to this side and an observer to this side, then two pistons to either side just like that. Then what you want to do is have a slime block there just like so, and then you want a slime block there just like that. Once you've done that, you just want to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slime blocks off to either side of all of them. So it should look something like this. Next, what you want to do is place a block here and then a block here. These are both temporary, by the way, and then you want to place an observer facing up here and then an observer facing up here just like that, and then destroy these temporary blocks. Once you've done that, you just want to place another temporary block here and another temporary block here, then place an observer facing upwards here and an observer facing upwards here just like that, and then destroy the temporary blocks. Once you've done that, above each of these observers here, you want to place a dispenser facing upwards just like this. Now, this is technically a fully functioning tunnel bore. As you can see, if we put TNT in each of those dispensers and then flick the fence gate, the entire system should work just like that. However, it's time to make it infinitely expandable. So to make it infinitely expandable, add a sticky piston to each side here just like that, and then a sticky piston onto each of these sides on this bit here just like so, and then you want to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slime blocks to each of these sticky pistons just like so, and then once you've done that, you just want to place a temporary block here like so, and then an observer facing upwards there, break that temporary block, and then do the same on this side here just like this. Once you've done that, just simply place a dispenser on top of where that observer is, just like so, and do that on both sides. Once you've done that, just add another temporary block there, and then an observer facing in this direction into that sticky piston there, and then you want to do the same on this side here, just like so. And now, as you can see, you have got a 6 module tunnel bore, not a 4 module tunnel bore. This will allow you to break more blocks in a shorter space of time. So now, as you can see, if we activate this fence gate here, the entire thing should move forward, and once we fill each of those outside dispensers with TNT, the entire thing should work just like that, without any problems at all. If there are problems, then you built it wrong, so rewatch the tutorial and make sure you figure out what you're doing wrong, because as we all know, that is the best way of learning. Okay, so on to the next thing. So now I'm going to show you how to build missles. Yep, missles. Okay, so this is the missile that we are going to be building. This missile will only be able to destroy 1 block wide walls, but I don't think that's a problem, seeing as you know, most people have 1 block wide walls unless you're really weird, so yeah. So as you can see, when we launch this thing by updating that back observer there, it will fly forwards like so, and then this observer here, hang on, just wait a second, and you will see it goes through into the wall like that, and then the observer will activate as it's in the wall, activating the TNT above it like so, causing the missile to explode. So let's have a closer look at this thing. So as you can see here, we've got a simple flying machine here connected to a little piston that pushes forward this slime block, which is connected to all 4 of these TNT, meaning that these 4 will get pushed forward as well. Underneath this TNT here, we have an observer which activates this piston here when this section moves forward, causing this slime block here to be pushed and therefore all of these blocks to be pushed. And then here we've just got a regular block because we don't need anything exciting there, and then on the front we have got an observer. This observer faces up so that it activates this TNT, and because of this block here, the TNT will stay on the missile, causing it not to drop down, making the entire missile pointless. So let's get on with how to build this thing. So first things first, what you want to do is have one slime block about 10 blocks away from the floor, just like that, and then another slime block adjacent to it there. Then you want to have a regular piston in the direction that you want your missile to go, and then you want a sticky piston in the opposite direction, just like that. Then what you want to do is have a block here and then an observer facing down into each one of these slime blocks, and then break that block there, just like so. Next, what you want to do is have a regular piston coming off of this slime block here. So this is your regular piston, this is the slime block in front of it, then you want your piston there, just like that. This means that as this flying machine is pushed forward, this observer will not only activate the sticky piston for pulling the rest back, but it will also activate this piston here, which will push this module forward. Next, what you want to do is have a pillar block and then a slime block. Then you want an observer and a piston, and then what you want is a pillar block and another slime block, and then a regular block, and then an observer facing upwards there, like that. Then what you want to do is have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 TNT, just like that. And that is your entire missile done. So now, as you can see, if you just activate this observer right here, the missile will move forward until it hits the wall, and wait for it. And the observer will be put into the wall there like that, causing this top bit of TNT here to activate, and then that will explode the rest. Oh. Beautiful. So yeah, that is how you build a missile. I do just want to say a thank you to Delegia, I think that's how you pronounce it, for the suggestion to build missiles. That was a really good idea, and here you go, hope you enjoy. A cool suggestion that I've just come up with here is if you place a nighttime sensor there by placing a daylight sensor and then placing on it to make it into a nighttime sensor, and then you place a regular piston there like so, and then destroy that block. This will mean that the missile launches when it hits nighttime, which means that you can actually have a missile that launches at nighttime so that your friend doesn't even see it coming. Of course, only use this on a server or, you know, on a friend who thinks it's funny. Yeah, don't blow up someone's base, please. I do not take any responsibility for any destroyed bases. Okay, so now we've looked at piston walls, infinitely expandable tunnel bores, and of course missiles. It's time to move on to the more decorative part of Slimestone. Now, I am by no means a builder, so this to me looks like a plane. So yeah, we're just going to go with this. But yeah, basically, this will allow you to actually fly around in your very own private jet, I guess. So what you want to do to use this thing is hop in a boat on top of these honey blocks here, and then activate this front observer, which you can do using quite easily a flint and steel. Now, as you can see, I'm flying along in my very own private jet. How cool is that? So this means that you could technically use this as a transportation method if you wanted to. Then all you want to do to stop this is place an obsidian about like here while the thing is flying, and that will stop against this observer there. Then to reactivate it, you can just activate this observer again, and then deactivate it like so. So I'm going to show you how to build this, and yeah, you can have your very own plane in your very own world. So first things first, you want to build up as many blocks high as you want this plane to be, and then place a slime block there like so. Then next to it you want a sticky piston there like so. Then above it you want a pillar block there, and then an observer facing down just like that. And then in front of this sticky piston here you want a slime block there just like so, and then a piston facing in the direction that you want your flying machine to go. And then above this slime block here you want a pillar block, and then an observer facing down just like that. Break that pillar block, and then this is the motor for your plane done. Then for decoration at the front here, I like to add some stairs just like so, and then that makes it look sort of like the front of a plane, I guess. Next, what you want to do is have a sticky piston here, and I like to use white concrete there. And then what you want to do is have 1, 2, 3, 4 honey blocks there like so. Then what you want to do is add some quartz stairs here, here, and here, and here, just like so. Then what you want to do is have an observer facing in this direction there, then a sticky piston there like so, then 2 honey or slime blocks there like that, and then 2 quartz stairs at the back, and then you can finish this off by chucking a mangrove boat about there. And that is your plane done. So now, as you can see, if we activate this front observer here like that, the entire plane should move forward and you can hop in your little boat and go wherever you want. And then of course to stop it, you just place an obsidian in front of where the back observer is, and that will stop it in a way that can make it restart again quite easily by just activating this observer. Finally, I'm going to teach you how to upgrade this plane into a bomber. So what you want to do is just get some observers and some pistons. So you want to replace these stairs on the wings here with an observer facing back into that honey block there like so, and then a dispenser facing down instead of these stairs here. And then all you want to do is get some TNT like so, and then fill each of these dispensers with some TNT, hop in your plane and then activate that front observer there with a flint and steel just like that. And now, as you can see, we are flying along in our little plane while bombing the earth below us. So as you can see, if you want to absolutely rule over any world that you are part of with any of your friends, then yeah, this is how you do it, I guess. But yeah, that's actually going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, then please do hit the like button down below. And if you really loved it and haven't already, then do consider subscribing. It really does help me out a lot more than you might think. Anyway, yeah, that's going to do it. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Bye! Also, just so you know, I'll probably be releasing all of these things in separate videos soon, so look out for that. Alright, see ya. Bye!